Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Ground when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. This my resurrection in the soul.
What up, good people? Happy Hump Day. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to this special Wednesday episode of EnDaZone Sports. I'm your host, the man with the plan with the cleanest ways in all the lands, Spivey. Y'all see who I got moving in the building, Kills the Truth.
What up?
What's up, cuzzo?
The dude that's batting down, I guess what he called waves. Darn, the building was good.
What's up with it, man?
Not much, man. How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Man. Light a little off a little bit. Let's see here. See what's going on. All right.
Like I stated to you all, man. What up, Ju?
What up, Ju?
What up, Juju?
Like I stated to you all, this is a special Wednesday episode. A lot has happened today. A lot is going on. A lot is being talked about. Of course, we got Brian here in Cleveland, which could possibly be his last game. You know what I'm saying? Playing here in Cleveland. We'll see. We don't know. But yeah, Brian in town against the Cavaliers. They're kicking it off probably about 8 minutes. But the reason why we coming on today, a little before noonish, you know, whatever time it was, the Cleveland Browns have struck again, hiring Todd Monken as the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Hey, cuz.
What up, Ed? That's Dar boy. That's Kale's boy. I know they happy about it.
I don't know what gave you that impression.
I know they happy about it.
What up, Peacock?
I don't understand it. What up, Peacock?
I didn't want monkey, so I don't know what
How
that
y'all
came
feeling
from.
about this, man? Talk to me. How y'all feeling about this?
I'll go first.
Yeah, please, dude. Tell me how you feel.
I'm baffled at this hire because all you had to do was hire Jim Schwartz. Even though he a defensive coach, defense win championships. Number one. Number two,
True.
you hire Schwartz, and then you hire an OC, and then you promote somebody from up under Schwartz to be defensive coordinator, right? Or you hire a defensive coordinator.
Nah.
But here's what really got me baffled. Here's what really got me baffled. The Browns defense under Jim Schwartz's resume with the Browns, total defense ranked first. Total defense ranked first. Allowed yards per game, just under 300, 298.6. Passing defense allowed the fewest passing yards per game, 181.5. Scoring defense ranked top 5 in 25, allowing 283 points per 283 what does that say? Yards, 143 sacks over 3 seasons. 23 of them this year. Myles Garrett had 23 himself. Third down efficiency led the NFL with 33.8 opponent conversion rate. Turnovers and touchdowns tied for second with 8 defensive touchdowns. Key achievements: 45 consecutive games without allowing a 300-yard passer, longest active streak in the NFL as of January 26th. That's his resume. That's Jim Schwartz's resume as defensive coordinator with the Browns. Why you don't make him the head coach?
His head coach is Okay, I'm about to tell you why.
Andy Reid's a defensive minded head coach.
No, the hell he ain't.
No, in hell he ain't.
No, the
Yeah,
hell he
okay.
ain't.
Yeah.
No, the hell he ain't.
Offensive guru.
You're right.
Who else? I'm just disappointed, man. I'm disappointed. Tom Monken hasn't done shit in Baltimore. Pardon my
Huh?
French. What has he done?
Lamar had his best 2 years.
We were just talking earlier. Sim, get him. He said what he done. Get him, Sim.
He had his best what?
He had his best 2 years passing wise with Monken.
Number one offense,
Number one
2024.
offense in 2024. He listen, Lamar threw for 41 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in that offense. Before that offense, it was Greg Roman offense, which was all about running. His best running seasons was with Greg Roman, but his best passing season is with Tom Monken. Tom Monken led the Baltimore Ravens offense. They are in 2023. There was hold on, let me see. They averaged 28.4 points a game, second amongst best last year. They also averaged 479 total yards, which was number one in the NFL that year. Once again, he also had a rushing offense of 172.9 per game. So
Can y'all hear Brian? I can't hear him.
I can hear. Unmute your mic.
So he had 179 yards per rushing a game under Monken. That's the Ravens offense. Also, in Georgia, they only won a back-to-back games, back-to-back national championship with Stetson Benson, which is not an NFL quarterback. They were ranked 5th in scoring. So what Monken has done has brought an offense which the offense don't have. We have no type of offense at all in Cleveland. What he has done for his career is bring up an offensive minded, which we needed. Now back to Jim Schwartz. The reason why Jim Schwartz didn't get the job, he's below 500 as a coach. His best, all the best he wrote up is good, but he did that as a DC, as a defensive coordinator. He's not a head coach. He's
I
a
can't
great.
hear nothing. Hold on 1 second, Twan.
Go ahead, Kel.
That's all I got to say about that.
Look,
I still don't. It still doesn't resonate with me, even though, and we could go stats for stats all day, right? We go stats all day. You have Lamar Jackson and a hell of fire offense. You only make in these 3 years no Super Bowl.
But to be fair, they've lost to the Chiefs and they've lost to the Bills. So they ain't like, you know what I mean? They've been losing to scrubs. They've lost to teams that were an all around better team. You know what I mean?
And this year they was pure trash.
Yeah.
Baltimore
Lamar missed the
was
whole.
just Derek. Baltimore was just Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I mean Lamar missed how many games he missed this year? 6,
Lamar missed
7.
about 5 or 6 games, and when he did play, he played injured.
He still
Right.
was.
Right.
And plus, what really happened in Baltimore, they defense sucked. It wasn't about the offense; they defense sucked.
This is
If
my
you
thing
really-
with the Monken hiring. How do y'all feel about Shador? That should be question number one.
Who you asking, me or
Everybody, how do you feel about Shador? Are we moving forward with Shador as a starter?
I like Shador, but I think Deshaun Watson gonna end up starting.
I think he will too, just because of how much money he getting paid. Like, if for nothing else, we got to put him out there to at least try to make him look good to trade him to somebody else, right? Or hopefully he's the player that we thought we traded for. You know what I mean? So I think Deshaun Watson is going to be the starter coming into the next year. All right, so we got a quarterback who can use his legs, but he's also a lot more accurate than Lamar Jackson is. Now, who's he throwing to?
You go into the draft and you get
He's
some draft picks, or you
he
go into
throwing
the
to
free,
Fannin.
or you go to free
Fannin.
agents and you go into the free agents pool. It's a lot of free agent wide receivers that you can get this year. Romeo Dobbs is out there. You got Alice Pierce out there, or you go into the draft and try to get Carnell Tate with your sixth pick, or get somebody like Denzel Boston from Washington, or it's a many other avenues you can do. But the first thing that Monkey has to do is get this quarterback situation together,
All
and
right,
which
so
he
you're
is
gonna have to. Sorry, go ahead.
no, which he is qualified to do that because his resume said it. He was an
So,
OC in. Go ahead.
so you got to build. You're gonna have to build through the draft because who's gonna come to Cleveland?
Nobody coming here.
Nobody's gonna come to Cleveland right now and be like,
What
yeah,
you
that's
talking
the
about
place
as
I
a wide
want to go play
receiver?
as a free agent.
Okay,
No.
Or
if
we
I
gonna
offer you,
overpay, or we gonna have to overpay.
if I offer you some money, you coming.
Yeah,
He
or
just
we're gonna
said
have to
that.
overpay.
Right.
We
So,
overpay for everything though.
right, but
That's
look where
Cleveland
that's got
way.
us. Look where that's
Right.
got us. So in my mind, I'm like, roll with Deshaun, see what he got. If not, you got to roll with Shador. And then from there, we got to rebuild our offense through the draft. This ain't going to be a 1 year turnaround. I hope nobody on this panel is expecting Cleveland to make the playoffs next year.
No.
Not with the way our offense look. And if Shorts walks out the door and takes his
He's already
defensive game
gone.
plan and play scheme, I mean, that's going to set us back even more. So
Right.
to me, this is a kind of like a rebuild hire. They got somebody who they think knows offense. We got a quarterback situation we got to figure out, and if that don't work, then you wipe the slate clean and you rebuild for that stadium to be ready. And what season open? 2028, 2029,
2029.
That's what I
2029.
said. That's what I said. The
2029.
Browns will be good again.
Yep.
They, when they move there. I hear what y'all said. Peacock, how you feeling?
Uh, we may have created a bigger problem than what we already had. Because the Schwartz walk out that door, you talking about his schemes going with him. First of all, then you gotta find another defensive coordinator. And you know, a lot of times the players, it ain't about just the players you have, it's the coach that's with the players who draw the
Hmm.
most out of their players.
Facts.
You
Hmm.
can't get somebody to do the same thing or get at least somewhat of that same energy and intensity and play from them from that defense. Then, like he said, we gonna be behind the eight ball on that as well. Yeah, we
Absolutely.
may have the players, and who's to say the players? Like I said, the players are gonna play the same. So then you got to fill that defensive coordinator position, and then yeah, we got a offensive coordinator minded coach, but we still got to like plug them players in. And it's free agent receivers it's some receivers out there, but you know they not top tier receivers from what I didn't see for what's in there.
Yeah, if you Romeo Dobbs and you get offered a contract from the Buffalo Bills or the Cleveland Browns, where you going?
You already
Buffalo.
know. You going
I'm
to
going to
Buffalo?
Buffalo. You know what I mean?
Well, you look
That's a
like
no-brainer.
Buffalo need receivers.
Right.
I mean, because you got to face it. You got to think about it like this: twofold, right?
Depends how
The
much money.
free agents, the free agent wide receivers, they're a little older. They're in a win mode. They're in a win now type of situation.
Right.
So they're going to go to teams that's going to be try to get into the playoffs. That's going to be your New Englands, your New Englands, your Buffaloes, your Kansas Cities, teams that's already been your Baltimore, your Pittsburgh, teams that's already really been there already. We are fighting to get back there and get back there consistently. Schwartz
What
walk
was you
out
gonna?
that door. Schwartz walk out that door. Peacock, you hit a valid point. His scheme walk out that door. We've been planning a 4-3 set for the last 3 years. That's all these guys know. Now you're gonna bring somebody in that's gonna flip the script with a 3-4 or a 5-2. Come on, man. Is that are you gonna be able to get the most out of Myles Garrett in any of those? Probably not.
Oh, Miles Garrett, the last 4 years, where our shorts have averaged 14 sacks a game. So Miles gonna be cool. Miles gonna be all
Who's
right.
to say that though, Kevs?
Did you? Miles had
Miles is
14 sacks. Miles averaged 14 sacks since he been in Cleveland. That without Schwartz. So Miles gonna be
What you
cool.
mean that's without Schwartz? He been with Schwartz for the last 3 years.
And he been with Schwartz for the last 4 when he came up. He had averaged 14 sacks a year before
Okay, so
Schwartz
now,
came.
so
So Miles
okay,
gonna be okay.
Now,
okay,
what
so
about the rest of the
you go from
defense?
14,
Denzel gonna be
you
okay
go from
because he a corner.
14, you go from 14 sacks to a breaking a record of 23 in one season. Come on, bro. Come
Not
on,
only
bro.
that,
It's a no-brainer.
Miles
You talk-
Garrett
It's a
is one
no-brainer.
player. Denzel Ward is one player. What about the rest of the players?
That's what
The
I'm
rest of the
saying.
players gonna have to play. Look, this how I look at it. Whatever coach we had, we was banking on Schwartz to be the DC, right?
That's
Correct?
not happening. Mary
No,
Kay Cap
we was
already
making
said
we
No,
Schwartz
no,
is walking out
we
the
correct,
were
door.
banking on him being in that coaching room.
correct,
Period.
It's over
correct.
with.
Okay, so if he didn't get the coaching job, so he was out anyway, correct? So we gonna have to figure that out later on because he was already gone. We can say whatever we want to say. Muckett is our coach now. We gotta live with that. Do we like it? No. But the Browns wanted the offense to look better than what it is now.
But they
The
also
defense,
wanted Schwartz to stay too.
but was
Yeah,
Schwartz really
I
going?
think they gambled on that, thinking Schwartz was going to stick around, and they
They
had kind of
Right,
a
rolled the
one-two
dice
punch
and
of
they
offense and
crapped out.
defense.
Okay,
right.
Why
so
did
the
they go get
defense,
Mike McCarthy?
so the defense is gonna be a questionable thing anyway. If Schwartz didn't leave, correct or right, right or wrong?
You
They
said
didn't bank on him
Let
leaving.
me
They banked on him
let me
staying put.
let me ask y'all this: How many actual head coaches have the Browns hired since Hugh Jackson left?
They hired about 5. Mike Patton.
No. I said actual head coaches,
Mike
not
Patton was the head coach.
not offensive coordinators.
Mike Patton was the head coach. Mike Patton.
So you saying one?
No. After
No,
Hugh
I'm saying
Jackson.
there was a head coach somewhere else.
Oh, you talking
He
about
came here and been a head coach.
since Hugh Jackson?
Since Hugh Jackson, shit, I can't even remember how many actual head coaches we've hired.
Dog, you so adamant on a Jim Schwartz being a head
I'm
coach.
adamant about that proven head coach,
But
regardless of what their past record was.
Better though. Would that have made
Regardless
them
of what
better?
their past record was with another team. I think as a head coach, I think when you've lost the opportunity to be a head coach, right? Say like Jim Schwartz, he was a head coach for three or 4 years in Detroit, right? Maybe even longer. Okay, when you lose that position and then you go back to your bread and butter, which is DC, right? You learn some things over the years that should put you back as a prime candidate as an actual head coach. Am I correct in that? So what I'm saying is the Browns have not hired many actual head coaches. We've given opportunities to offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators, but never a actual ex-head coach.
I think they tried to hop on the trend of finding younger, up and coming talent, like Rams did with McVay, Shanahan. We should never let Shanahan get away and go to San Francisco. He should be with us right now, but that's a different conversation. Shanahan in San Francisco, Green Bay's head coach. What's his name?
Matt
Um,
LaFleur.
yeah, Matt LaFleur. So I think they were trying to follow that trend, and the guys that've been coached for the last 20 years, it was like, all right, we're gonna hop on this new offensive wave and try to get some young minds in here. And I can't Stefanski, I don't know. I feel like he had his players and then he didn't have his players. Like he got the job thinking we were gonna get Houston Texans Deshaun Watson, and we didn't get Houston Texans Deshaun Watson. So we pivot, we bring in Baker. I'm not even gonna go down the Baker rabbit hole because we could have a whole nother conversation about that, right? So Baker gets out of here, And from there it's just kind of snowball. Now we back to we don't have a quarterback again. We just rotating quarterbacks in and out. They bring in old man Flacco, who's a decent arm, right? But when you turn 40, 41, 42, and them hits start piling up, you start getting rid of that ball really quick. You know what I mean? Throwing the balls in the dirt. Right. Aaron Rodgers this year. I'm not staying in the pocket. You seen that game versus Myles Garrett. Anytime he thought he was gonna get hit, he threw the ball away. So Stefanski, he kind of got a bad situation in that. But if you watch the games, the first series of the game, maybe the second series of the Browns game, we look like, oh, we about to come out this week and do it. And then the defense adjusts to us, and Stefanski can't pivot off of that. So then we go to halftime, and we come out halftime, and we look good again. Stefanski got time. He come out, he drew a couple series together. We look decent, and then the rest of the game we look like trash. So I feel like his ability to adjust in game is what ultimately got him the boot from out the door. You know what I mean? And
Good point.
and Monken's been around. He got 2 national championships with Georgia. He's got time with the Baltimore Ravens to adjust and lead that offense to AFC championships and deep into the playoffs. So he's got experience. But I was telling Cuzzo earlier when we was texting about it, we got to get players. I don't care who the head coach is. They could get Bill Belichick to come to Cleveland right now, and if he ain't got the players, we gonna be trash. And
Absolutely.
that's Cleveland's
If
problem. We don't
we
have the players.
and not only just the players, we have to get big. We have to get taller and bigger at the wide receivers. We
Fact.
can't keep settling for this 5'11", 6-foot wide receiver that can run a 4.2. That ain't
Jerry
Bye.
Judy, Jerry Judy. I hope he ain't buy a house in Cleveland. I hope he rent somewhere because he might as well
Jerry
pack his
Judy.
bag. Get him out of here.
Jerry
Pack
Judy
him
get a
up.
bad rap.
Pack him
But
up.
I
Jerry
understand
Judy
why.
trash, man.
But
He get a bad rap.
I understand what y'all talking
He
about.
trash.
No, I
He is not a
understand.
number one receiver.
He
Not
led the
number
league in
one.
drops.
Of
You say
course.
he got a bad rap.
Of course. I said, no, what I mean, why nobody was talking that stuff when he was catching passes for Jamie Winston that year.
Bro, he had like
What did he
160
do this year?
targets.
Okay, this year,
You
who was
talk-
the quarterback? Who was throwing the ball?
It
to?
don't matter because if it
It
hit him in
does
the chest
matter.
or hit him
We
in his
just
hands and it
talked
go
about
through
it.
his hands,
We
It
just
don't
talked
matter how
about it.
many drops did he have.
Bills, you
We
can
just
throw him the
talked-
ball,
How
and
many-
if he drop it, it's a drop. It
How
don't
many
matter
drops
who
he
he
How
had?
many
is.
drops did he have?
He dropped the ball a lot
My
of times.
grandmother could have threw to him and he
Okay.
wouldn't have caught the pass.
And how many drops?
Come on,
CD
man.
Lamb had?
Come on, man.
How many drops CD Lamb had
You
this
gonna talk
year?
about some who he had throwing on the ball. It don't
So
matter.
therefore,
man.
you all talking about drops.
Yeah, but the
Those
difference
guys-
is the Cowboys got George Pickens on the other side to pick up that slack.
Right.
We need Jerry
Okay,
Judy to make
exactly.
them catches, and he's dropping them.
And let's say this: Jerry Judy is not a number one wide receiver. Let's just
He's
say
not.
that.
He's
Okay,
not a number two either.
we're gonna agree with that, correct? We all agree with that.
Someone made a good point earlier. He said he would like to see Judy. Would you say hit that slot?
Yeah, put him in the slot.
I've been saying that since he's been here. He's a slot receiver. He's not an outside receiver.
Again, we got to get receivers so he can go to the slot.
So therefore, that's on Barry. Barry has not brought in no receivers. The only receiver he brought in that was either good was Amari Cooper, and that was from a trade. Every time he trades for a receiver, it's good. He traded for Judy.
That's what happens when you strap.
That
When our
one year.
cap is
He
strapped
traded
the way
for-
it is.
He traded for Odell Beckham. He has not developed a wide receiver from the draft. This year, wide receiver core is good. So they need to draft a wide receiver, get one of these wide receivers off of free agency. I feel that Shador gonna be the starting quarterback. I don't feel like Josiah Watson gonna be the starting quarterback. I feel that Shador should be the starting quarterback.
It's gonna be hard to overpay when we don't have that much money to
You
overpay
got
with.
$46 million on the line.
They got $46 million. They just cleared $46 million in the salary cap by reconstructing Deshaun Watson contract, and they go just reconstruct Denzel Ward contract. That freed up $46 million in salary cap right there. So they're gonna have money to do something to help this office get together.
We need
So that's what I'm saying. So the Browns, I know the Browns went in there looking for an office minded coach. They got the offensive minded coach.
I still think I'm not confident in this hire. I'm just not.
So you gonna be confident in the hire if we get Shieldhouse or Udinski, which
I
is
wasn't.
30 and 35,
I didn't care about none of them.
and you talking about
I wanted
players,
Schwartz.
and you
I
talking about
wanted
players.
Schwartz.
Let me ask you.
Listen. Here's why I wanted Schwartz. Here's why I wanted Schwartz.
Would he have been good for Shador's development?
No.
Hang on. Schwartz, you hire Schwartz as the head coach. You bring in an offensive coordinator.
Who you gonna bring in?
Shit, Monkey was ready to go to be Jim Harbaugh's coordinator up in New York.
Oh, so who you gonna bring in?
He was ready to go be offensive coordinator for Harbaugh. Why couldn't he come here as an offensive coordinator?
All right,
you want a situation. It's a different situation in New York. It's New York City.
Hold on, Kev.
Not even that.
Huh?
Not even that. Why would I? If I'm going for a head coaching job, I already got a job as a New York Giants OC. Why would I want to be an OC of a team that I already tried to get the coaching job for? Then I got the Giants with Jackson Dart and Malik Neighbors coming back and Cam Scatterboo. And I already worked with John Harbaugh, so I already understand the dynamics of the coaching. I don't know nothing about Schwartz or what type of offense or defense he's gonna do. The reason why they wanted Munkin and Schwartz, because Schwartz already know the ins and out of Berea. He already know the players.
So let me say this: if this was the case, if this was Jimmy Haslam's motive, was to try to, because look at all the coaches that backed out. Everybody wants to bring in their own team. This is why you hire Schwartz and bring in an OC. Promote a DC or bring in a DC that can run his defense.
Period. Either that or they ain't want to write an essay on why they deserve to be the Cleveland.
Exactly.
What you did was you rolled the dice. What you did was you rolled the dice and you crapped out because now Schwartz is still gone, and you've been trying to force your hand with Jim Schwartz. You've already lost out on a few of the candidates that you really wanted. You hired Munkin because he was kind of like the last resort, if you want to say.
So Schwartz would have been the last resort too.
No, hear me out. I'm talking. What's the Udinski said no, I'm cool. Daniels, no, I'm cool. Everybody that Haslam was high on backed out.
They got jobs too.
They didn't want the job, right? Daniels is going to Miami's head coach is going to be an OC for the Chargers, possibly. Udinski from the Jaguars, like, no, I'm cool.
He got a raise too.
Why? Because everybody knew that we wanted Jim Schwartz to stay as DC, and anybody that was going to be coach was going to want to bring in their own people. Now, even though Munkin probably agreed to keep that, he wanted to keep Schwartz. Schwartz is like, F y'all, because I should have been. I got a resume. I've actually been a head coach. So I feel like that should be that should have been my job. So I'm out.
He was with Schwartz was a head coach at Stafford, right?
Defensive coordinator.
Yep. He was with Stafford and Megatron. They had Stafford, Megatron, and Dominican Sue on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
He was 23 and 36 with that team.
Yeah, that's when Stafford was throwing them interceptions too, though.
Right.
Stafford was still an all-pro quarterback at that time, throwing them.
But Stafford didn't raise the bar to his game until he got up under McVay.
Huh? Stafford was always a good quarterback.
I'm not saying Stafford wasn't balling.
But the knock on him was he turned the ball over.
Stafford did not raise the bar to his game and eliminate and start eliminating costly turnover until he got with McVay.
Okay.
A great offensive-minded coach.
Well, let me ask you this then, Dar. Based off what you just said, as far as Matthew Stafford did elevate his game till he got with McVay, but he was with Jim Schwartz before that. Why would you want Jim Schwartz to be your head coach for this thing?
Who was the OC in Detroit? Who was the OC?
The OC was Caldwell, which was a coach, which was the Miami Dolphin coach. So Caldwell, the Indianapolis coach, which was in Indianapolis. In Indianapolis, he had a better record than Jim Schwartz had. He went to the playoffs. Schwartz went to the playoffs too, but he continually went to the playoffs with Jim Caldwell. So when you go over,
we could cut the cake how you want to cut it, man, and slice it up however you want. At the end of the day, every coach performs different with a different team. Schwartz, you can't tell me that Schwartz, being a head coach before, hasn't learned from that experience and learned over the years to bring some things into being a sought out and well thought of head coach right now. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
My thing with Schwartz is if you bring in Schwartz, then you got to find an offensive coordinator.
A good one,
and
not an
all
average
the coordinators that we had our eyes on, they either took another job or they said no thanks.
Yep.
You
So
would
now
have to.
you're like,
You would have to.
well, who's going? Because offense been our problem, right? So now we like, well, who can we get to come in and rectify this offense?
Exactly.
But see, we was advertising. We wasn't advertising it. We wasn't advertising an OC spot. We was advertising a head coaching spot.
Because we wanted an offensive-minded coach. Look at the candidates. Just look at the candidates.
And how many of those candidates said hell no?
Regardless, they said no. Regardless, first Udinski went back and got a huge raise for Jacksonville, so he's probably gonna make more. He probably gonna make more in Jacksonville. And
they made the playoffs this year.
Huh?
They made the playoffs this year.
And plus, you got Trevor Lawrence. Okay, Mike Medeiros flat out and came out and said he wanted to be an OC to rectify his reputation. Now he go down to LA, right? He made the Chargers offense better than what Greg Roman did. Right. He get Justin Herbert to elite status already. What he is, he get Johnson to be a real bona fide down the field wide receiver because the way they he do his offense, it's gonna be more motion.
And they got Ladd, and they got the rookie running back.
Right.
Like,
now you come back.
No brainer.
Now you come back. Your reputation is restored. Oh, Mike Medeiros got the best offense in the world now. He gonna have a better opportunity to get a job.
Yep.
So that's why he backed out. Jesse Miller backed out because he got a job with the Baltimore Ravens, which he was a DC. Now you
he didn't want to write an essay saying why he deserved to be the Cleveland Browns head coach.
Troy. He wrote. No, it wasn't an essay. He wrote what to get the job, right? To get the interview. It was the homework he had to do.
Right. You gotta write an essay and do the homework.
I gotta bring homework back, dog. And why Monkey, what was reported, why Monkey got the job is that he laid out a game plan that shows how the offense gonna be directed. Okay, so he brought out that game plan. And Shador is the key to all this.
Man, get that man some plays.
Who he throwing the ball
about
to?
Free agents, Kales. I'm glad you said that. Free agent wide receivers. George Pickens coming to Cleveland? No.
Hell no.
Debo Samuel's coming to Cleveland? No.
I won't want Debo or George Pickens. George Pickens a head case.
But he naming off the top. He naming off the top free agent receivers.
Okay.
Mike Evans is gonna go back to Tampa. He ain't leaving Tampa. T. Higgins is gonna go back to Cincinnati.
But he already got it. He already got his contract.
Yeah, he got it.
That's right. So you got Alec Pierce.
Alec Pierce might be. Alec Pierce led the league in average. 20
and where is he at right now?
He in Indianapolis.
And you think he gonna leave there to come here?
Indianapolis don't have a quarterback.
You got Rashid Shaheed. He going to the Super Bowl. You got Christian Kirk. You got Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants. He probably gonna go back to the Giants. You got Jawan Jennings for San Fran,
They probably
maybe,
stay
but
there.
you're gonna have
He
to
gonna go to. He gonna go,
overpay him like crazy to get him to leave San Francisco.
Right.
He barely touched the field this year.
Right. I don't want Marquise Brown. He's a free agent.
no,
Kendrick Bourne. He's kind of
no.
old. He's not a player you want to build around. And then the other ones: Adam Thielen, Calvin Austin, Tutu Atwell, DeAndre Hopkins, Brandon Cooks, Darius Slayton, and Sutton, who's probably gonna stay in Denver.
So you only got four bona fide wide receivers. George Pickens is the cream of the crop, right?
Yeah,
He,
and we ain't getting
Dallas
none of them.
Dallas might franchise him. Okay.
He's not
I can
coming
see
here
that happening.
anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna franchise it because
Okay. Adam Thielen, not Adam Thielen. Alex Pierce might be the one that you can snag for downfield.
So you want to
why
make
is that?
Alec Pierce part of your future going forward.
If I could get, let's just say, if I could get Alex Pierce and I could get a wide receiver in the draft, which they got the number 6 pick and the number 24 pick.
But why would
They
Pierce
got-
come here?
Why would Pierce? Because you pay him. He only making $500,000 a year, and I give
You
him.
don't think they're gonna pay him?
No.
And you think we got the money to overpay him?
Yes. What you mean?
At first you said he didn't have a quarterback.
He don't.
So what's going to happen?
So our
They had
quarterback
contract
situation
talk-
is better than theirs?
When
Our quarterback-
exactly. When they had contract with Pierce and he asked, who's the starting quarterback next year? Who's
And
throwing me the ball?
And I'll be like, I have Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Stevens.
No, I didn't ask who you had. I didn't ask who you had.
who's
I
starting?
didn't ask who you
Who's
had.
starting?
Who's throwing me the ball?
Sanders starting
No, no.
the ball.
Who's gonna help me get my bonus? Who's gonna help me get my
Shedeur
100 catch season bonus?
Sanders. Shedeur Sanders.
One of
starting.
them.
Yeah, one of them. That's
And
one of
put like this. And put like this.
I got Deshaun Watson. I got
Put like this. All right. And put like
Like
this.
Dollar General.
Put like this. And put like this. They don't have. You got Daniel Jones coming back from that tear in his Achilles. You have Anthony Richardson, who's the backup quarterback. Our quarterback situation right now is better than what Indianapolis has right now, because it's and you have to play Daniel Jones because Daniel Jones is a free agent. So if I'm Alex Pierce, I have to deal with Josh Downs. I have to deal with Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, and Tyler Warren for targets. Kind of Cleveland only got Jerry Jeudy and Harold Fanning. And I offer you a contract for $8 million a year when you was only making not even $1 million a year. What you gonna think?
Man,
How old is Alec Pierce?
I feel
Alex
like
Pierce is 26, about to be. He's young.
From an organization standpoint, that's
You
not
said
a smart
$8 million a year for how
It's not a
long?
smart move. You're not going to get George Pickens. You're not going to get
You said
nobody.
We're
$8
not gonna
million a
get
year.
none
How
of
many
them. That's
years,
what I'm
Kevin?
saying.
Huh?
How many years for Alec Pierce?
How many years?
Yeah, you
3
said
years.
$8 million a year.
3 years. You could give him a contract for 4 years at $30 million a year. $30 million a year and some incentives. Or you
$30
could
million
drop.
a year?
For what?
No, I said, listen to me. 4 years, $30 million.
You said
$23 million that guaranteed. Your base salary will be $10 million, and you get incentive if you hit a certain number. You get 55 catches for 400 yards, something like that. You get an extra $1 million.
He said, "I like the numbers, coach. Who throwing me the ball?
Who throw you ball to Indianapolis, coach?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones coming off of Achilles.
That's fine. He'll be back
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
November.
And,
He'll be back in November.
And Indianapolis is offering you how much? How much money?
Achilles injury ain't a death sentence no more.
No, but I understand that. But he right now he's battling with targets with Warren, Pittman, and Downs. They only use him for down the field purpose. That's the only reason that's the only reason he start is for downfield. If you ever watch the coach game, he's always going straight down the field and they throwing a bomb. That's all he works.
What if the coach said we're gonna pay you $10 million a year, $23 million guaranteed, and we just need you to suck it up for most of the year till we get Daniel Jones back?
And
Because
then
you already
I would
know the
have to
coach.
think.
You already
I
know the
would
system.
think about it because that I get paid and I'm familiar with the situation in the coach. So if they offer that much money, of course I'm gonna say yes. But they're not gonna offer him that much money because they don't value him like that.
I don't know. I don't see Alec Pierce as
How
as a
much left
player
on
that the Browns need to build
Judy? What
around.
we paying Judy?
Judy is here for 2 more years.
And how much we paying him?
So hold up. So you said get rid of Judy? Then we definitely ain't gonna have no wide receivers.
I ain't say that, Kels. I ain't say that. I just asked. Listen to the task at hand, Kels. How much
So
are we
what?
paying Judy
So okay. Let me ask you because why the reason you
Jerry
asked me how
Judy
much
getting 17.5 million.
per
on
season?
what 2 years?
Set 3-year contract signing 2024. So we got him for 2 more years.
$51 million, 17 million a year. That's
17
right.
million a year.
17 million, 17.5, 41
Okay.
million guaranteed.
Okay.
You said if Alex Pierce was to stay in Indianapolis, he'd be fighting for targets with Pittman, Downs, and Warren.
Warren.
I give Pierce.
Huh? I can't hear you, Star.
What's the difference for him fighting for targets here with Fanning Jr. Excuse me, and Jerry Judy?
But what I'm
Because
saying is this is
because
what the
he'll be
Browns
paid
do.
like he'll be the second wide receiver.
This
He's
is
not
what
the
the
second wide
Browns do.
receiver.
So who's the number two receiver? Who's the number one if he the second?
Who the number
We
one in
overpay
Cleveland?
average
Yeah.
players.
Nobody. So he'll be the number 2 here.
He would be the
Hold up,
number 2
G.
here, but
You hear
wait a
this
minute.
blasphemy,
Fannin,
G?
don't forget, Fannin is the favorite target.
Fannin is and that's and he'll
He's
be
a
the
favorite
number.
target. Fannin
Okay.
was the leading receiver, so he not only that he would be the number 3. He would be
Trey
the number 3.
McBride in Arizona is the favorite target. They got
We're
Marvin
not talking
Harris.
about Arizona. We talking about Cleveland.
We put in the Western name. We put it out of the Western name. So therefore, if Fannon's still the number one receiver, he's not gonna get Trey McBride numbers. He's not.
Fannin is the
Yeah.
number one
So
receiver.
Adam Pierce gonna be
He's a
able.
tight
So
end.
Adam
You
Pierce gonna
mean
be
to tell
able to
me-
get targets.
So you mean to tell me Alec Pierce come here for $10 million a season, or 4 years, $40 million, 20 guaranteed, 22 guaranteed, and whatever the numbers look like after that. But he gonna be the number 2 instead of the number 1.
1, 2, who give a shit? Catch the damn ball. I'm not. If you're not.
Judy's not a number.
If you're not
Judy is not a
Jefferson,
wide receiver number 1.
if you're not
Kels have Alex Pierce on his fantasy team.
no.
Kels,
no.
you ever seen the movie Stripes? You ever seen the movie
All
Stripes
right, here we
back
go.
in the day?
What about strikes?
That's what you trying to do with Alec Pierce right now. He's a fucking zebra, right? And you trying to convince him he a racehorse.
So in other
And
words,
he ain't it, bro. He
okay.
not it.
So let me ask
He
you a
not
question.
it.
So let me ask all y'all.
Why you gonna overpay for
Let
him?
me
That's
ask you a
some
question.
Cleveland Brown shit right there.
Let me ask
We
you a
can't
question.
get who we want, so we gonna get who we can get and give him a bunch of money.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. Okay, at least I came up with something. Who would y'all get?
But did you come up
Nobody.
with anybody can
I'm gonna
throw
build
bullshit
through the
together.
draft.
Therefore, our wide receivers core will still be shitty. Correct?
No. I'm gonna spend the number
you're not
one.
getting nobody.
I'm gonna spend that first one on
My
the wide
6th pick is
receiver.
going on Tate.
Okay, and Tate is 6'3", 200 pounds. Okay, I like Tate. Okay,
Let's just say
all
a
right.
wide receiver.
Okay,
Right?
so the first pick is wide
First
receiver,
round,
right?
And
That's
then my 24th pick, my 24th pick,
Okay.
I'm going to get me a 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" wide receiver.
I might take back to back. You right on. I might
Okay.
take back to back receivers in the first.
We taking 2 wide receivers,
Then
right?
the second round, I'm going to give me
Offensive
another 6'6" wide receiver. And then we can start on the offensive line.
So in other words, you just throwing shit together and just throwing it to the whistle and all these.
No, I'm not throwing nothing together. Listen, man.
With nobody to block.
Listen, man.
With nobody to block.
Since the Browns, listen, man. Since the Browns have been back since 1999, bro, the Cleveland Browns have been small at wide receivers. Small in height. Who's the tallest?
Brandon Edwards at 6'3". Josh Gordon at 6'2".
Brandon Edwards at 6'3".
6'3" is big. What's he talking about?
6'3". When you
Hold
got
on,
somebody,
Tate. Hold on.
6'3", when you got somebody on the other team that's 6'5",
You just contradicted yourself, Dar.
6'3".
You just contradicted yourself,
Okay,
Dar.
I mean, I'm just saying 6'3" is cool.
You just said you'll take Cardell Tate. You'll take Cardell Tate with the 6'3"
I
and
ain't going down the
6'3".
rabbit hole with you.
That's what you just said.
6'3" and up, fine. But Kels, we've been small at the wide receiver. 6 foot, 5'11".
6'1".
As long as they run a 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, and can run down the field as fast as they fucking can, that's all we gave a fuck about.
Oh, Cedric Tillman 6'4".
Can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy doing catch the damn ball.
You said we don't have no wide receivers at 6 nothing.
Yeah, we don't, because he ain't never on the field.
What?
So we still don't have him.
Right. So cut the games, Kels. Cut the games.
You just said we had no
we had Brandon
in the NFL.
How tall was my man Gordon?
6'2".
6'3".
6'3".
He was 6'3".
6'3".
Okay, 6'3"
with crazy hops though. He was
with crazy hops.
Oh no! He had to have a good vertical down too, huh?
He did. He overjumped a lot of people. What you mean?
He ain't tripped me up, G. He ain't tripped me up by far.
He gonna have. So he got to be 6'3" with a 45-inch vertical.
Everybody's not a Josh Gordon.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I would prefer. Me personally, I would prefer a 6'4" or 6'5" wide receivers as my wide receiver number 1 and my wide receiver number 2 that could go get the rock.
All right, so
I just want a receiver that's tough.
And then put me somebody 6'3", 6'2" in the slot.
Just give me somebody that's tough, got a good
team.
40 time.
It ain't about an all NBA team, Kels. I need somebody, number 1, I need somebody tall enough that's going to go get the damn ball. Number 2, they got to catch. We can't keep nobody on the field at wide receiver. So guess what? All they going to do is next season, all they going to do is hone in on Fannin. Play zone or play press man coverage. They get zone, they get Fannin. They cover Fannin, they cover Judy across the middle, across the field. Nobody's catching a rock. Then we got
Judy
a sorry-ass run game. It's going to look exactly like what the hell we got this season.
Okay, so therefore you go get that 6'3" out of Pierce, who is 6'3", that run a 4.3.
I'm not overpaying him. If he only making 500,000, hey bro, you come on in here for $2 million a season.
That man led the league in average the last 2 years.
He led in league in what?
Per average down the field passes. He averaged 20.
You got to think about that.
Over here for $2 million a season.
And what do Shador do better? What do Shador do better?
I mean,
hold on.
What you gonna do with Bonds then?
With who?
With Bonds.
Isaiah Bonds. He could go into the slot.
I thought Judy was going to the slot.
You can go into the slot, or he can do whatever. They both can do it. Isaiah Bonds gonna be our 4th wide receiver.
He gonna be our what?
Our 4th wide receiver.
So you will put Pierce over Bonds right now.
Yes.
Have you looked at Bond? Have you looked at Pierce stats?
Yes.
Most of his stuff is from a big play here or a big play there. He
No.
got one catch, 2 catches, 2 catches, 1 catch, 2 catches, 3 catches.
What games you been watching?
I'm looking at it. It's in front of me right now.
What game was that?
You might have 3 or 4 catches for 100.
Miami 1 catch.
Okay.
Denver 4 catches.
Okay.
Tennessee 4
How many
catches.
yards?
Wait a minute. None of these.
How many yards?
Listen,
How many yards?
Shut up and listen.
You just talk about catches.
Okay, Kel.
Okay, you just talk about catches.
You be quiet so I can read it off to you.
Go ahead.
Now I just said third. Now
Okay.
1 catch, 4 catch. Now be quiet for a second. 1
No,
catch.
I'm going. Okay.
4 catches.
Okay.
4 catches. 2
Okay.
catches. 3
Okay.
catches. We haven't hit 70 yards yet.
Okay.
haven't hit 70 yards yet.
And how many games is that?
That's 6 games, and he still hasn't hit 70 yards yet.
And what was the last 11?
His first 70-point game was in November.
All right, what was the last 7?
His first 70 time hit 70 yards was in November. The
Come on,
season
keep
started
going.
in August.
Keep going. Keep going. What was his last 11 games?
His last 11 games?
Yeah.
4 catches for 132.
Okay, keep going.
4 catches for 86 yards.
Keep
With
going.
a long of 66.
Exactly.
Keep going.
Okay, next one. 1 catch for 16 yards.
Okay.
5 catches for 80 yards.
Okay.
A long one of 30.
Who gives a shit? Okay, go ahead.
No, can't say who gives a shit.
No, I know. Go ahead.
1 catch for 26 yards.
Okay.
4 catches, 84 yards.
Okay.
You saying okay?
Along of 37.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Long of 66.
Go ahead.
Long of 50. Long of 48.
Okay.
He's not doing nothing.
All right. Now you said all that, right? And my point was this: he's not getting enough targets, right? So when he come to Cleveland, he'll get enough targets, and he will have more.
Who said he's not getting enough targets?
Tyreek Hill gets targets.
Hey, this is just the catches. That don't mean he's not getting targets. This is just what he caught.
Okay, so that's what he caught. So in other words, did he drop? How many drops did he have? Because also the quarterback got to throw the ball, and he also got to be catchable.
His quarterback was averaging over 300 plus yards a game.
Racing stripes, bro. You trying to make him something he's not. You like. Well, if we feed him the ball, he's gonna give us good stats. If he was like that, he would be getting fed the ball.
If we do go get him,
he's better than the wide receivers we have. He's better than the wide receiver we have on our team right now.
He was ranked 73 out of all receivers in the NFL.
I think Isaiah Bond deserves a preseason, an OTA, and a shot at. Isaiah Bond was widely regarded as one of the top wide receivers coming out of college football.
Yeah, he was better than Matthew Golden.
Isaiah Bond's going to get his shine next. He's going to get his opportunity to see what we can do for him next year. Jerry Jeudy, move him on down to the slot, put Bond at the 2, and draft a wide receiver. Save your money. Save your money, Kales. Don't overpay. Don't overpay somebody.
73rd receiver.
So because
they put up good fantasy stats every other
game.
It
wasn't even a fantasy stat. So you telling me you're gonna move Isaiah Bond, who is 5'8", 5'7", to the outside?
Kales, you was talking like he was a dog.
To the outside?
Like he was a top receiver when he ranked 73rd.
That's because he didn't get those targets. He led the league. He led the NFL.
They put you everywhere.
He led the NFL, and he led the NFL in average yards per catch.
That's because
he didn't get a lot of catches.
He catching a 50-yard pass. What you mean?
He didn't have a whole lot of catches.
So Tyreek Hill or CD Lamb don't get long catches.
They also catch 117, 120 passes a season.
And they get targets, and they get 150 targets a year.
Yeah, they double his receptions.
Let me ask y'all this real quick before we get off, man. Because
everybody
Kale's gonna get everybody to go down this dumbass rabbit hole, and it ain't even worth it. So look. Let me ask y'all this.
It's not making sense. That's why.
No, you not, bro. But let me ask you this.
If I caught 3 passes and one of them was for 70 yards, I have a high average too.
Top 5 receiver per male kicker. Tell me, am I accurate? Cornell Tate. No, I ain't accurate. Just don't tell me I'm accurate. Ask me who y'all take. Cornell Tate, Jordan Tyson, Mekhi Lemon, Zachariah Branch, Denzel Boston.
I would take Denzel
I'll take
Boston.
any one of the first 3.
I'll take Denzel Boston for Washington.
I'll
take Jordan Tyson from for Arizona, I think, State, and I'll take Cornell Tate. Mekhi Lemon is good too, but Mekhi Lemon is what, 6 feet, or he might be shorter, but he's good too.
What about KC Concepcion?
KC Concepcion is a wide receiver, is a punt returner, kick returner, which we need that too.
He Alec Pierce. That's what you said.
I'll take him.
That's a good one.
And while y'all laughing, I'm gonna put it here today. Alex Pierce gonna be balling this year. While y'all laughing,
it's fair to say that at 6,
where you gonna ball at, Kills?
we could grab Cornell Tate.
Minneapolis, I guess.
And
He ain't
then
got no quarterback.
You don't.
any one of those five, for real.
Okay. So, all right, in this case, in this scenario, all right, how about this?
Right on, G.
How about this? How about this in this scenario then? We trade for a wide receiver. We asked Jacksonville for Brian Thomas Jr.
Who?
For Brian Thomas Jr. I give you my third and my fifth.
I don't think the Jags ready
Why
to
would
give
he
up
wanna
on
come here?
BTJ yet.
Yeah,
And
They're not-
why would he want to come here and they
You
pairing him with Trey Tucker?
can't dictate when you get traded.
I mean, not Trey Tucker, but the other guy.
They got Jacoby Myers, which they signed. They got Jacoby Myers, which they signed.
Why
They got
would
Parker
they
Washington.
trade him and they got
they
Jacoby,
got-
they pair him with Jacoby Myers?
Because listen, they got Jacoby Myers. They got Parker Washington, who came off pretty decent, and they got the boy from Travis Hunter, who's coming back for injury, and they got Britton Staines that's coming back, and BTJ and Trevor Lawrence really don't click. So why not?
What you mean? They clicked his rookie year. He just had a bad year
No,
last year.
his rookie year was with Matt Jones. Trevor Lawrence was hurt.
Didn't Jacksonville lose their coordinator last year? And he's on a rookie contract. Jacksonville's not going to trade BTJ. Now, if you said AJ Brown, I might have listened.
I'm not doing AJ Brown. AJ Brown's too old.
He's too old.
Yes, he too. I'm trying to get
How old
younger.
is AJ Brown?
AJ Brown about to be 31. That's old for a wide receiver.
He was 30.
That's old for a wide receiver. So why would I give the Philadelphia Eagles a number one draft pick for him?
AJ Brown turns
You don't
29
give
this
Philly
year.
a number one draft pick for AJ Brown. He didn't work himself up out of there.
AJ Brown turned 29 this year. I'm not giving up a first, but they can get I give him a fourth for AJ Brown.
So you don't give him a fourth? You know what? I will hang up on you.
I give him a fifth.
I give him a fourth for AJ Brown.
I wouldn't even pick up because he already
I wouldn't even pick up your call, Dar.
He already out the door.
Would you want to give me a fifth for Carneck?
No, he already out the door.
Who?
He already out the door. AJ Brown might not be back with Philly next year, bro.
And
he already got 1 foot out the door. So go on and take this fifth, homie.
Why fifth?
Because
that's what I'm offering.
Okay,
you're not
guess
getting
what?
the first for AJ Brown.
And guess what? Click.
All right. You'll call back around for that fifth once you go through all the other teams and figure out you're not getting first, no second, no third.
Right now, you know what you can get for AJ Brown,
who's already got 1 foot out the door, bro.
You know what you can get for AJ Brown? I guarantee you, Buffalo, if Buffalo would give him a number one pick right now.
That's overpaying.
I don't know about a number one, but
that's overpaying.
That's not overpaying for all.
That's not overpaying third for AJ Brown.
I can see a third. I don't know. We'll see, man. It's gonna be very interesting. But Dar, I see you don't agree with the coach of hiring. You hate it. You wanted Jim Schwartz. I don't agree with Schwartz being the head coach for this team for various reasons. The rest of y'all saying like y'all liking it, or at least like it.
I'm on the fence, but they got to give him players. You can't hire an offensive player and not give him offensive players. You can't hire an offensive coach and not give him players.
And I think the Browns would do that.
Okay, well,
I'll put my faith into them doing that.
We'll see. We got the draft coming up, also free agency, trades, however they want to put it. But I do agree with everybody on this panel tonight. We got to get the players in here, especially bringing in an offensive-minded coach like Todd Monken. Hey, y'all, great conversation.
I got a question before we go, cuz.
What's up?
If Schwartz go, how many of the defensive players leave too?
They can't. They can't. They're under contract.
But they can always say they want out and make it an uncomfortable situation.
Well, be uncomfortable.
I wouldn't expect much from our defense once Schwartz leave this year.
Then you wouldn't expect as much for them players neither. Then
we'll see. We'll see. Again, great conversation, fellas. Appreciate everybody that tuned in on YouTube, and also Facebook. And again, y'all keep in mind, get ready to download. Well, I can say get ready. Y'all can officially download it now on the TV. on your Roku TVs, the Divas Private Media Network.
Hey,
We'll
let's
be
give a round of applause for that. That's big.
yeah,
That's big right there. That's big right there.
appreciate
That's
it.
big right there.
He got a pause. Why you put the applause thing on your little thing?
There you go.
There you go.
Yep, Cuzzo, appreciate you always, man. Love you.
Thanks. You know when I got something to say.
I appreciate you. Cuzzo Dar, appreciate you as well, man.
Love you, man. Love y'all, brothers.
Y'all stay safe, man. We going through this little snow out here, but we gonna be cool. Y'all stay safe. We gonna catch y'all Friday. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. for the DSMN Network, YouTube, and Facebook. For myself, for Dar, for Simp, for Peacock, for Kels, we out of here, y'all. Deuces.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Brown when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive, feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. My resurrection in the soul.